I love February. Not necessarily because it's Valentine's. I love February because to me it's always been the emergence month. You know, nature goes into its long, long, quiet and cold winter, goes into a deep hibernation, but then come February, almost on schedule, February 1st, something starts resonating within nature, within the trees and even the animals, and something says it's time now to start that emergence. The leaves haven't come out in the trees yet, and the grass hasn't grown in yet. But if you feel deep down into it, underneath the ground, so much is happening right now for that time when there is the ultimate emergence. It's kind of what's happening with Shambhala now. You're going through that long winter of the soul on this planet, into your cocoon, and now, if you don't feel it, that rumbling deep down within, something's happening. It's a bit frightening at times, wondering what's going to happen, but then you just feel into that, is for the butterfly, the imaginal disc. But what I'm calling for all of you is that clear crystal flame. It guides you through the rest of it. It guides you into it. You don't have to plan it or do it. It's just there. It's time to ride on that, to enjoy it, to feel how that emergence comes forth. You can't work on it. I hope you figured that out by now. You can't work on it. You cannot study it. You can't even go to another person and say, well, how does that go now in the ultimate emergence? How does that go? Because their experience was unique to them. Share stories, of course, but ultimately it's your very own, and it's the version of the imaginal disc. It's that clear crystal flame that takes you there. And that's where we're at right now. It's February. It's February in your soul. A lot of things are really rumbling right now. You start to break through that cocoon, and it's a bit of a challenge, and there's a fear too, wanting to go back into the cocoon, wanting to go back into the old caterpillar ways. It was kind of easy, I guess. You even try to remember, oh, now what was that I used to do as a caterpillar? And you can't remember, and then of course then you worry that there's something wrong with your mind, and no, it's just you weren't meant to go back there. So I do love February. And February, do you have that writing thing that you do? February is the month of the hearts. Would you draw a heart on there?
A big one or a little one?
You decide. Draw a heart. That's a heart. And it's a common symbol for this month. Hearts everywhere, I noticed, even on some of your graphics here, hearts everywhere. The wonderful thing I love about it right now, particularly this February 2020, is, you know what I've said about the heart, it represents kind of the descension down to earth, coming down here, and love also, but it represents coming down to earth. And now we really put the spade into action. Linda, would you draw a spade? Maybe on the next page. It's the ascension. To me, it's the symbol of ascension, going back up, rising back up. That's why I love this month. Time is a funny thing. There you go. That's the spade. And that's where we're at right now. It's what I love, the symbol of the spade. It's like emerging back out. Let's take a deep breath with that.